Certainly Bridges one to watch. DA, thanks. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. We've got Jalen Brunson. He's out there with Luka Doncic. Reggie Bullock is out there with Dwight Powell. And it's Finney Smith in at the power forward. And for the Suns, Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. A star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. Some talent for sure in the backcourt tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across from another top-level guard?
No, it always raises the stakes, and you want to rise to that challenge. But in the end, it all comes back to winning as a team.
Here's Crowder. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. 4-point game. Now here's Bullock. Defended by Bridges. Now here's Bullock. Shot clock at 5. Up and in on the layup.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Paul passes to Crowder. Doncic with the steal. To the paint. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
And you know you're special when you're drafted 3rd and people still can't believe you slipped that far. That's how good Doncic has been in his young career.
Powell with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Doncic with the bucket.
Boy, what balance from Doncic. I mean, he never seems to get rattled, even when he attracts contact on the way to score. Maintains his poise in those situations extremely well for a young player.
And here's Booker from the arc. Drills the three-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And Greg, at the time of the 2018 draft, Luka Doncic was regarded as the best international prospect ever.
And that sounds right because, you know, coming from Europe, a lot of people assume that he's got a low ceiling, but he's surpassing all of those expectations. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Boy, such a soft release on this difficult shot. Doncic is a master at knowing how and when to use that shot.
Bridges kicks to Paul. From deep. Powell pulls it in. And so Powell will bring it up for Dallas. And Brunson has it in the corner. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Paul passes to Booker. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Doncic. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
The shot's good from Brunson.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Suns trail by 6. 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
You know, not every player can make that kind of a pass. I mean, Paul makes it look easy, but it takes really tremendous vision and timing to execute that.
That one drops for him.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Booker. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Booker's got 5 points so far.
Already finding his spots and capitalizing, playing really efficient basketball.
Doncic against Paul. To the left wing. Brunson scanning the floor. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 4. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And regarded as one of the best leaders in the game.
With anything, whether it's
And with this younger team, it's got to be easier for Chris Paul to lead as that elder statesman.
Yeah, at times in the past, veteran teammates didn't appreciate his constant input. Credit these younger guys, though, for soaking it in.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball.
First team
On the floor for Dallas, they've got Maxi Kleber. Travis Berton's out there with Brown. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. Dinwiddie misses off the left iron. The Suns trailing. Here's Shamet. And that one is hammered home.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
The Suns shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. Payne finds Shamet from downtown. Mavericks with the rebound. Dinwiddie with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Driving to the basket. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Back to Johnson. Here's Shamet. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter.
You know, year after year, Shamet provides sharp passing and knockdown shooting. He's tremendous in the clutch. You know, I think his teammates and coaches trust him to make the right play at crunch time.
Payne can't hit.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Suns, Bridges, he's checked in for Torrey Craig. Booker comes in for Landry Shamet. And Paul subbed in for Cameron Payne. And Dallas also making a switch. Doncic is checked in for Jalen Brunson. And Booker kicks to McGee. Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Devin Booker.
And at the defensive end of the floor, Shamet has found his groove.
And, you know, Greg, sometimes defense is really about confidence, want to, and just getting stronger as a pro. And that's what's happened for Shamet. He uses his anticipation and added strength to be very effective defensively.
Dinwiddie against Paul for 3. Booker, no good on the shot. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Here's Bertans for 3. Good on the three-point shot. And it's a 7-point Maverick lead.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
No good from Booker.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Another 3 for Dallas.
Doncic is such a confident player. He knows he can fire off the catch whenever he wants to.
Here's Paul. And he banks in the layup. Paul's got his first points in this one.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Doncic passes to Kleber. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. They swipe it. Doncic outside. Kleber with the bucket. Kleber's got the lead up to 10 now for Dallas.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. And they kept it close, trailing. And that
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Hey, Greg, you had a lot of success playing in college and the NBA, but what was the most fun you ever had playing with a team?
Oof, that's a tough call, Kevin. I mean, winning tends to be the most fun, so I'd have to probably say my UNLV team, but we had some great teams with the Knicks, and don't forget about my Blazers. They were also a really competitive team.
Yeah, and I think Powell is terrific in the pick and roll, knows how to dive after he sets the screen.
And that one's good, Ayton.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Doncic, no good. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. They trail by 11. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Doncic kicks to Brunson. Powell, that's good. Powell's got 4 points this quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the three-point shot of Mikal Bridges seemed to abandon him early in his NBA career. Coach Monty Williams said he developed a hitch in his release. But Bridges got in the lab with the coaching staff, changing his shot midway through season 2. And the results speak for themselves. Guys?
He had a career year shooting, that's for sure. I admire his work ethic. D.A., thank you. Ayton is a player who, Greg, occasionally shoots a three, but it's still a developing part of his game.
Yeah, you know, not the best numbers from outside. Does it to keep teams honest, but it's a far-fetched to say he can stretch a defense.
Three-pointer. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to 10 in the bucket from Devin Booker.
And with Booker's mechanics and confidence, you're always going to assume he's going to make that.
Doncic looking it over to the right side. Bullock with it, out guarded by Crowder. Bullock dishes to Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. Good D by Booker. The Suns have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. The lead now cut to single digits. Crowder's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Phoenix making some changes. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Bridges. Landry Shamet comes in for Devin Booker, and it's Payne in for Chris Paul. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell. Davis Bertans comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Brown, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Doncic. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down to 8 on the bucket from Crowder.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Kleber, no good. For Phoenix, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Shamet finds Payne. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Craig can't get it to go. Pass to Bertans. Goes up on the wing. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
And so it's Dallas with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Brown. Davis Bertans out there with Maxi Kleba. Then there's Reggie Bullock, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Payne passes to Shamet. Another three for Phoenix.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's covered closely, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Dinwiddie, pass to Bertans. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Assisted.
Dinwiddie's got 3 assists tonight.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Some changes for Phoenix. Mikal Bridges checked in for Torrey Craig. Devin Booker comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Paul in for Cameron Payne. And then for Dallas, Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Davis Bertans. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Brown. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. He said, we're getting some looks on the three, but we're not connecting. But don't get frustrated. He told them it's a game of ebbs and flows. Keep shooting with confidence. Guys?
The Suns have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Here's Booker. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And there's the call on Devin Booker.
That's his second personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him. And the Mavericks making a change here. Doncic is checked in. The pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Powell.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Bullock. Back to Powell. And stolen by Ayton. Bridges kicks to Paul. And here's Booker from the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
The 3 for Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They lead by 1. Good on the bucket.
Tell you what, it's pretty obvious why CP3 is the man they rely on in these big moments. I mean, he's courageous, fearless, and productive.
Here's Doncic. Sinks that one from the post.
Luka does not back away from the big stage, guys. This young fella loves to be center stage in the biggest moment.
Here's Paul. Here's Ayton. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
He is showing signs of maturity in these moments. It's clear that Ayton takes pride in coming through for his team.
Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Booker against Powell. It counts.
And in that situation, everybody knows the ball's going to be in Booker's hands, and he comes up big.
And the Mavericks call time here. They trail by 5. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, DeAndre Ayton.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
24 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Paul, and he drives in. It's in!
Timeout. Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're trailing by 5. 16 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
First team foul.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his first personal foul.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
It's incredible. You hear the stories about Chris Paul and his leadership, what he's done on and off the court. Not just with his team, but the whole league looks to him for guidance and really trusts his wisdom. That's high praise.
So it's Phoenix picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick.